sitting and waiting 20 years. I don't know how, I can't even begin to think how it would be for the family.
A cold case murder, 2 decades unsolved. For 20 years, the family of Christopher Spivey has been waiting for his killer to surface. It was March 14, 1995, when Spivey was murdered in his home. His family spoke with KAKE News, trying to get more leads for investigators.
For 20 years, this family has been waiting, trying to find the murderer of their son, their nephew. And 20 years, that's too long, and they're hoping that today, someone will come forward with new information.
We're out here because we love him, because we want to keep his memory alive, keep his case alive, in hopes that someday the case can be solved.
Family of Christopher Spivey are ready for closure. Spivey was murdered on March 14, 1995, and still no answers for family.
Why? Chris was a good kid. He was just starting his life.
He was like one of my own children. I wonder what he'd be like now, if I'd have any great nephews or nieces. It's hard, really hard.
When Spivey didn't show up for work, one of his coworkers was sent to go check up on him. That's where they found him, shot in his home. Police are still investigating, but they and the family need help.
Anybody that has any information about that, it is time for them to come forward so that we can solve this and move on with our lives. It seems like sometimes we're in just a standstill until we get this solved.
The family's asking that if you have any information about this case, to call Crime Stoppers. It's an anonymous way of giving police information. They can be reached at 316-267-2111. Reporting in Wichita, I'm Brian Ramsdale, KAKE News.
Spivey was a military veteran who had just returned to Wichita prior to his murder. He was found with a gunshot wound to his throat, and he was beaten.